All right, so this is I guess we're gonna start our little podcast. Y'all can see our shirts, right? Mine say I stole her heart, and what's yours say, baby?
So I stole his last name.
She ain't trying to show y'all her breasts. She just trying to show y'all the shirts. So this is kind of new to us. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really care if we get 1 million views or 1 view. The objective is to speak on love and put positivity about marriage and relationships out in the air, because groups we're in and the other groups we were in, all we see is women is it's too many men versus women of why men don't do this and why women don't do this. Women want this and women want this and the third. So we're gonna try to put a positive perspective on relationships and marriage. We've been married going on a year next month, September 11th. Hey, 1 year anniversary. We both have been married before in relationship or marriages over 15 years. Some people know that about me, some don't. We're going to give you a little bit of insight of our lives. A lot of this is not going to be prompted. It's going to be debates / arguments that we have had. We'll have. Some of you guys will see how we communicate with each other. We're both animated people. It seems like we yelling at each other, but we don't. Sometimes I have a problem with that. Sometimes she doesn't. But the main objective is to stay together forever. That's what God wanted. That's what we're trying to go towards. That's what we will go towards. That's what we will be. What you say, the only way out of this is what? What you said?
Yeah.
No, but you said something else.
Are you going to sleep with fish?
Yeah, she said, I'm going to go sleep with the fish, and we stay on the lake, and it's a whole lot of fish out there.
Cornbread.
Cornbread. That's the inside joke. But this is our introductory video. Hope you guys subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Like I said, I don't care if we have 1 million views or 1 view. If we can help one couple stay together forever on our journey, then it's worth it to me. Also, she and I discussed that this is therapeutic. It's relationship therapy for us anyway, because we get to communicate and express our feelings, and it can help us communicate better as well. Like I said. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm Jermaine, for the people that don't know me. Jermaine Brown, JB, for the other people that's off over in the other world I used to be in. Also, I will I will give you guys a little bit of background on me as we go through. I'll tell you this right here. I haven't, number one, I haven't done everything that people don't know me say that I've done. I let them run away with that narrative because I didn't really care. I don't, if you're not involved in my life every day, then I don't really care what you think about me. I give you what I want you to know. What I did then, what I want you to know about me, and let you decide whatever you like or not. I was a Facebook character. As I said, I was married before. I wasn't the best husband in the world. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to go into details what I did do, what I didn't do, what I should have did better, but it's a lot of things that I could have done better. And my ex-wife didn't deserve what I did to her. So I'll give you guys, the ladies anyway, the perspective on a no good man in upcoming, what is it called? Sessions, seasons, episodes, whatever you want to call it. So I'll give you that, and every man is different. Y'all have to understand that I'm no relationship expert and say every man is the same, this, that, and the third. But one thing I will say on my, what's his name? That Jackson boy. I ain't going to say his first name because I don't know no copyright shit with that. But what I will say is most no good men have kind of the same pattern. It may not be identical, but it's in the same ball field realm of the no goodness, if that makes any sense. But we in our podcast, we'll sooner or later we get around to answering questions and things, on experiences we've been through. I know a lot of ladies is probably gonna wonder why I did whatever and why men do yada yada yada, which she and I a lot disagrees on that. And to be clear, let me say this, and I will say this as long as I have to. I've said it 1 million times. The things that I used to do is the things that I would never attempt to do to her because I have more empathy, I have more compassion, I understand what love is, and what love demands as well.
And you don't want to die.
Yeah, and I don't want to die. She's made that evidently clear. Like, some people will say, "Hey, you only got one time to cheat on me," or "Hey, you only got one time to do this and the third, and I'm leaving." That's not an option here. So to death do us part is either she cheats or I cheat, and we're out of here, buddy. But anyway,
and we make light of the death stuff, but just to be clear, domestic abuse is a serious issue, so we're not making light of that. It's just that.
It's an inside thing. Joke, I've never hit a woman. I never will. She don't put her hands on me. We don't do that. First of all, to add to what she said, give y'all this part. I watched my mother for years get abused physically, and I know that's a touchy subject for a lot of people with us joking like that. So we probably won't do that a lot, but that's just an inside thing to us. She wouldn't kill me.
No, I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't kill her. But yeah, so that's, a disclaimer. We're joking about that. If we offended anybody starting off, we apologize. Basically, that's all I have to say. If I left out anything, go ahead, woman. And I'm a character too.
He's very much character.
Y'all gonna see a side of me that anybody that didn't know me anyway knows I crack jokes and I laugh all the time. So I even do that in serious moments, serious conversations. But I can give y'all
throughout the whole wedding ceremony.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I get through my shyness. As well as I'm probably gonna the subjects that we're gonna address again. We're gonna try to stay in the realm of relationships and marriage, but as some people know, if you don't know, she's an attorney, so we may deviate off to the side a little bit and do things as far as legal stuff that's going on in the news. I'm a truck driver. We own a trucking company, so I'm still a learning process after 22 years of driving, 5 years in business for myself. I may do some things on that, but we're gonna have a wide variation of things that we discuss, but the main focus is on relationships, emails and stuff like that, answering questions. You guys will probably see our kids in upcoming episodes. Like, we have family night, and we may bring a couple kids down here, and when I say a couple, we got a whole lot. We got 12 all together. We're just trying to make relationships last
and have fun while doing it, and invite you to join us on our journey, in our newness journey. And you guys excuse the our area right now. Like, we just now, we're working on getting everything set up, so it's a little rough right now. But
it'll be better Sundays, and we said we're going to just do it on Sundays, but I'm thinking about like a Wednesday and a Sunday as well. We'll have to discuss all of that, but definitely next Sunday we'll have our first topic, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I'm not being funny when I say this or trying to be an asshole, excuse my language. I don't care if 0 people watch. I don't care if 1 person tune in every day. It's mainly to keep our relationship strong and strengthen us, and hopefully people will gather inspiration from that, and people will watch. But that's not really my concern about the viewers, me personally. And like I said, our goal is to keep us good, and if we can help somebody else, at least one couple, one person change their mental aspect on relationships, or change a couple, I don't know, whatever we can do to help, that's what we're here for. Positivity is need to be in relationships is specifically needs to be spreaded more, because I personally am tired of seeing men.
That's one of the kids.
That's one of them. We probably have that door locked going forward. But positivity is something that needs to be spreaded in relationships, because I see a lot of guys saying, "Oh, all men want to do. All women want men to do is this, yada yada yada." Women saying, "Oh, all men is this, that, and the third." Like, that's, if we keep going down that route, then everybody might as well everybody might as well. Never mind. I don't want to be offensive.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah.
But anyway, look, he introduced himself. I'm Zarana, because I don't even think you told him my name.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
Okay. But if you guys didn't notice, like, Jermaine talks a lot too. So I have to kind of interject, interrupt him sometimes. But I'm Zarana.
I'm not laughing.
I'm Zarana. And like he said,
So, girl, what's your name? Saying you got a name or something? Oh, my
yeah.
bad.
Like he said, I'm an attorney by, that's what I do back home in Iowa mainly. And then I work a lot of IT, do a lot of IT stuff, contracts and everything here in North Carolina. So that is me. I have 8 kids from a previous marriage. Jermaine has 4. So altogether it's 12. So we're, cheaper by the dozen, actually. The movie. Did you see that movie?
No.
No. We're gonna watch the movie. We'll watch Cheaper by the Dozen. Because we need to see it. Well, since it's an introductory, I'm gonna tell y'all how I met him.
Yeah,
this is really interesting.
This is an ongoing argument or discussion that we always have and we tell everybody. So it's kind of unique.
Yes. So
she's gonna tell her side and I'm gonna tell mine. Go ahead.
My side is always the closest to the reality version. So Jermaine, like he said, he alluded to. That's another one of the kids. That's the youngest boy.
Hello.
That way, sir.
So anyway, Jermaine, like he alluded to before, he was on Facebook. He was asshole. That's what I call him. He was asshole on Facebook. He's in these groups because I ride bikes. He ride motorcycle. We're all in these like bike groups that
while she's talking, pay attention to the shirt. That
specifically deal with bike week and all that type of stuff. So anyway, he's an asshole. I mean, when I say asshole in them groups, he was just all over the place. Like the dude was somebody you see a post or see him comment a post and just be like, yeah, I don't want to have any dealings with him. So Jermaine, though, accidentally, I guess, posted in one of these groups about going to church and God and how he was grateful for God and all this type of stuff. I'm a former minister. I'm still licensed, but I don't practice. So his post actually kind of resonated with me because I was going through my own stuff at that time with an ex-boyfriend, a narcissist. So I was going through my own stuff. So his post resonated with me at the time. And I simply sent him a friend's request because I was like, hey, if this is maybe how he is on his page, then maybe he's actually a decent person and not an asshole. I did look through his pictures though, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's kind of cute. Let me send him a friend request. So I sent him a friend request. Specifically, I saw the picture where you had that New York Giants, jacket thing on that. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway. So I sent him a friend request, and then all of a sudden, I get this inbox message saying, hey, you're very pretty. That was the beginning of where we are now. And so I don't know what my reply was. I think I kind of just LOL'd or whatever. And then he sent me a message and he deleted it. We had some conversation back and forth. Then he sent a message and he deleted it. And I said, why are you going to send me a message? He was like, I was going to say something. I was like, well, I already saw it. It was something about he should give me my phone number. We should see each other or something like that. So I gave him my phone number. Went home to Iowa for Christmas. Didn't hear anything from Jermaine. Was like, hey, I wonder what Jermaine is doing. So I decided to reach back out to him. And he hadn't called me, because he said my phone number. He thought it was a fake number.
Yeah, I don't play those games.
So that was.
I don't play those games.
So if I hadn't reached back out to him, though, look, we wouldn't be here where we're at right now.
Well, that is actually the most accurate account of what happened you've ever told.
I'm always giving that account.
No, that's some bull.
Yes, I have.
All right, so I'm gonna add to that, right? So yes, what she said is true. And I was in a situation as well. I was dealing with somebody that wasn't treating me how I was dealing with somebody that I felt as though was treating me how I had treated people in the past. And because of the individual that I was, I recognized the things that I didn't like, and I know what I did want, and that individual wasn't giving it to me. So this is probably the first time you ever hear this. So when, she gave me her number, and I told her, I didn't reach out because I was having my own vices, because I still was dealing with this person. I'm trying to become a better person. And, me talking to her, it was like, shouldn't be doing it. But that person, I felt as though was doing other things that was disrespectful to what we had going on. So I entertained her, which, again, that was wrong, because I should have just left her alone before I even engaged in this. But what she said is very much accurate. I'll take it a step further and give y'all this much. First time I met her, I don't know if it's the first or second time, but the first night I spent the night at her house, I've been there ever since. I've never left. When I say that, I mean I've never left. So I met her, we went out. Don't know if it was that night, but the next night, next time I seen her, we went out, I spent the night, and I kept spending the night, and spending the night, and then the spending the night turned to, hey, what's your address? It was blah, 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 blah. Well, hey, isn't that her address? Yeah, we live together. So it went from spending the night to living together.
When we was at CIAA, and we were both had to get a ride home, and he was like, hey, can you take us home?
Yeah. Shout out to Toro, who was the homeboy. We CIAA here in Charlotte. Before we went to Baltimore, we went somewhere and got kind of drunk. And what was that? End of February, beginning of March. Now we met in January. So like I told you, when I spent the night, I never left. So I actually was living there by the time. So we met Toro, guy from the groups. And it's like, hey man, obviously we drunk, take us home. I left our car there doing the responsible thing, no drinking and driving. And he took us home, and like I said, man, we've had our trials and tribulations starting off, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I met my best friend, soulmate, if you believe in soulmates, arch rival. We started off agreeing with on everything I would agree with. I say we agreed to everything, but yeah, I don't believe that. But now it's like her attorney comes out very frequently. You could tell her like, hey, my hair is black. She's like, well, no, technically it's not, because when you was born, like she has angles and everything. But I love her, like I said, the goal, the objective is forever, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. And I hope everybody else can find that person or fix whatever you got going on, and your goal will be forever as well. That's pretty much what I have to say.
I think that's good. I think that's good first round.
Unless you want to get into some stuff.
What do you want to get into?
I don't know. And I'll add, let me say this to you guys as well. This is not going to be one of those podcast channels, whatever you want to say, that's we sit down and discuss what we're going to talk about prior. Because before we even did this, we were going back and forth how it should be operated or whatever. And I think if we already have discussions, then it waters it down. Then you guys don't get to actually see how we interact, like with raw feelings, with raw emotions, with truthfulness of how we feel about any given subject, whether it's our relationship, whether it's a topic going on in the news. Because if we already discuss it, then we're going to go back and talk about the points we already discussed in front of y'all for content. And I don't really want to do that. I want to give more of a natural content type reaction type of thing. So that's my viewpoint on that. And I don't really like being in front of cameras. Like I said, I'm very nervous and I'm tired of talking. So maybe we're going to discuss something.
You ever get tired of talking?
Shut up.
I don't think you do.
I don't want to hear that. Oh, you know what?
Told y'all.
No. Are we going to go into something, or are we just going to...
We can. What do you want to say?
All right, so we'll give you guys a brief thing on one of the things that we're doing together to and I think it brings us closer. And this is for people that don't know already, but the keto diet. That's what we're doing together now. She started it first because she was like really big, like she was huge, like I'm like huge.
You like, no, I don't.
And I've always been, you know, toned and muscular. I'm just playing. But no, we both was we both had gained since COVID. We both all we did was ate like most people and gained a lot of weight. At my heaviest, I was 230, 228, somewhere around there. I don't know if she want to tell what she weighed, but
233.
All right, so we both was 230, and we were, you know, it's not healthy because I'm only 5'7".
Yeah, because COVID. I gotta back up. So COVID actually probably brought us a lot closer because you couldn't do anything during the COVID thing. Like you wasn't traveling a whole lot. We basically just sat at the house the majority of the time and ordered fast food or food from like Uber Eats and Postmates. We would just order like just meals. We was ordering appetizers and
eating like hell,
desserts. And then we sat there and we ate and watched the series, like different.
Ozark.
Yeah, we watched Ozark, and we watched some. You made me watch Power, some of that Power stuff that I don't like. So we did that and something else we watched. But like we just sat there and watched movies and ate like the entire COVID epidemic.
Yeah. So I mean, and we know we're not the only ones. A lot of people did, but you know, to me, COVID either brought people closer or made you hate the person you was with. So because we were new in what we were doing, you know, we I think it helped us a lot. I got to, you know, moving in with somebody as quick as we did, and I don't suggest that not either. It was I ain't gonna say it was difficult, but it was. You know, you got to get time to know somebody before you make that commitment to move in. And it was just like neither one of us could swim, and we just jumped in there. And it wasn't as bad as it could be. But yeah, anyway, we're doing the keto thing, right? So you've lost what? How much you lost?
50 something, 53 pounds. 50.
And I think I just got on a scale right before we did this. I'm 191, and so I've lost like, what is that? 30, right at 30, 31 pounds, somewhere around there. And I don't exercise. Like I literally, that's the second part of, you know, this we just now started working out together, but she works out like a dog 2-3 times a day sometimes. I literally lost my weight by listening to her, no carbs. She try to keep me with the calories. What is that? What the hell you say? Calorie deficit. I don't pay attention to calories. But you know, so I eat whatever when we do go out and she orders something, I'll say, well, yeah, whatever my wife got. so I'm pretty in line with that. But my weight has plateaued basically. So I went from 128 to 191. It'll go up to 195 as recently as last week. So my weight is staying the same. So I have to incorporate cardio and working out now. So that's where we're at. And I think that brings us closer together too. So I don't want to talk no more. I said all
it does. So it's interesting. I think it'll be interesting for you all to see our weight loss journey too as we go through, because like sometimes he's a handful when it comes to motivating him to do what's right and not cheat on me with the chocolate chip cookie like he did.
Yeah, I did. So here's the thing with the cookie, right? I was at her mother's house and kept walking by them dang on cookies in the kitchen, and I don't really eat sweets like that anyway. But that cookie kept saying, "Jermaine, I love you." It's like, man, my wife will kill me, man. How does she don't know? And I was like, you know what, you're right. And so I ate the cookie, and then when I ate the cookie, I kind of felt guilty the next day. So I actually told her, and this is crazy. I'm being funny, but I actually told her. So it was like, damn, if I'm on, you know, when I used to cheat before, I would never tell, you know, the person I cheated on. So I was like, you know what? I cheated. I'm gonna man up to this. So hey, baby, look, I cheated on the diet. I ate the cookie. You know, I hope I ain't go out of ketosis. She actually thinks she tried to play it off. I think she was kind of a little bit disappointed in me, but I didn't go out of ketosis, so that's all that counts. But go ahead, baby, talk. Cause I have a whole lot of shit I can say, stuff I can say.
Really? Okay. But anyways, I think that, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot else to say unless you wanted to discuss something, but I think this is, like I said, a good kind of just overview of what we're going to talk about. Oh, we're also giving up alcohol for 30 days.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
We're going
starting
tomorrow, and then when our anniversary comes in September. So we're trying this that's about 30 days, a little bit more than 30 days.
No, actually, it's
about 30 days.
It's about 30. It's a little bit more than 30. What's the
a couple more days, more than 30 days. But, and that's just purely to help with our weight loss journey too. So we're doing that. We got some other stuff that we're doing together, but we'll talk about that during various episodes and everything else. We have trying to do more things with the kids, and we've already been traveling a lot, but.
To back up for a minute, going back to what we were saying about making relationships last forever. One thing we did before we actually got married, I told her, like, every morning when we wake up, I don't care what discussion, what argument we had the night before, we tell each other, we love her. I love her and she loves me, and we give each other a kiss. I don't care what the disagreement was or wasn't. We try to stay steadfast on doing that. And was it 2.5 years, going on 3 years? Since I said that, and we still do it. And the funny part about that, we'll tell that story too. The funny part about that, when we got married, tell them what the preacher had said. Like, when we literally got married the first time.
He did tell us to tell each other we love each other every day.
Yep, and that was something that we already was doing anyway. So that was, in my mind, confirmation of, you're making the right decision. We just had something else happen as well. That's could be sentimental or have value or whatever. I'm talking about a honeymoon thing.
What? How weird?
Well, not the honeymoon slash
anniversary. How we're going?
Where we're going and why we decided to stay with that.
So, we decided on. I know most people go other places for a honeymoon. We decided to go to Miami for our honeymoon. It's actually us going back to Miami because that wasn't one of the first trips we took together as a couple, but it's one of the most memorable trips that we took together. I don't know, something about that trip. I felt like we just really connected. That's the first time he ever admitted to the world that he was with me on that trip.
Anyway, finish the damn story, the dang old story, woman.
So we decided, hey, well, let's go back to Miami. What else is it?
The dates.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to get to. I'm trying to make it.
So look, when we first went to Miami, this is funny because the other day when we were driving back from Iowa, we were trying to plan our Miami.
This is the story I was trying to get to originally, guys.
Well, I said something like,
that ain't anyway.
Okay, so we were driving back, and then we were trying to actually plan our dates for our Miami trip. So we'll be there during our anniversary, which is September 11th. But was trying to tie down dates and everything else. And we happened to be looking. I had to go back through my Priceline. We were trying to find a hotel that we had stayed in before because we really liked it, or at least the area. And I went back through my email and found the email with the confirmation and realized that when we went to Miami the first time was around the same time that we got married.
It's actually a day apart. We got married September 11th
we went in September
last
10th.
year, and then 2020, that's when we went, right? It was September 10th, and like we were talking about
going September 10th this year.
Yeah, right. So
it's like
that's another confirmation of where we supposed to go, as well as, like, I keep getting these little innuendos of which I never doubted anyway, that I made the right decision of who I married, my best friend, like I said, like, all these little things is just amazing to me. So
so definitely confirmation. So anyway, you all get to experience some of that too.
Yep. Our anniversary, we definitely probably gonna go live on that particular instance. Some of these will be pre-recorded. Some of them will be live as well. Family nights, we probably gonna go live.
We have to.
Like, our kids, they're amazing. Like, in the discussions and the things that we say, it will be warning now. There will be vulgar language, inappropriate language said, because anyway.
I don't think it's always politically correct either. But we don't try to intentionally get canceled. It's just that that's how we talk.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be interesting.
So stay tuned.
And we'll put a link in where you can subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, she got to do all
so
that.
you
I
can
don't
see
know
all
all
that.
that.
Yeah, we'll do all that.
The background should be different next week. Like I said, this is just the introductory. I got to go to work. Well, it ain't really work, but I got to go somewhere tonight.
Technically, I took over was supposed to be his man cave, made into my office, and made it to this little studio area. That's what we're doing.
So, and that's my job. When I say I have to go to work, is fixing this place up. So, so where you at with it?
Yeah.
Welcome to finish the statement.
Unfiltered Married Life.
if that's the
That's
name
what it's
of the
called,
channel.
Unfiltered Married Life.
All right, guys. Peace, love, blessings, and to all, fall in love.
I'm about to say, please don't say no apple grease. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my other one. Peace, love, and Afro grease.
Yeah.
But wish blessings, love, God's love upon everybody. We out.